Brand new alter egos added to EA Sports UFC 5, ladies and gentlemen, starting with Zabit Magomedsharipov, UFC Fight Night 163 2019. This was Zabit versus Calvin Kattar. Next up is Petr Yan, UFC 267 2021. This is Yan versus Corey Sandhagen. And then you have Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, UFC 205 2016. This one was a very pleasant surprise. Stephen Thompson added to the game. This was Stephen Thompson versus Tyron Woodley. That fight ended in a draw. Then you have Rafael Dos Anjos, UFC 185 2015. This was Dos Anjos versus Anthony Showtime Pettis. If you guys have not seen this fight, definitely go check it out. Dos Anjos put on an incredible dominant performance to win the lightweight title. And then last one is Juliana Pena, UFC 316. This was Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. This fight actually happened this month, the 7th. This is Juliana Pena getting submitted by Kayla Harrison. Kind of funny that EA added an alter ego to essentially commemorate the day that Juliana Pena got submitted. But yeah, we're going to use all these alter egos. The only one we're not going to be checking out is Juliana Pena, just because I'm not as excited about her. But let's get it done. Let's do it. All right, boys. What's good? What's good? What's good? A few new fighters, alter egos added to EA Sports UFC 5. Starting things up with Zabit, UFC Fight Night 2019. This was Zabit versus Calvin Kattar. This was actually his last fight in the UFC, and in that fight, he put on a striking and mixed martial arts clinic against Calvin Kattar, and you know, just really showed us the levels, man. And then he just disappeared. Just decided, that's it. I'm done with this. Oh shoot, done fighting, and no. But man, Zabit is one of the biggest what-ifs in MMA, bro. Especially in this weight class, in the featherweight division, considering what the weight class looks like right now. I would have loved to see someone like Zabit versus Ilya Topuria. You know, have him just see what he looks like. No, he got it. What the hell? No, bro. No, no, no. All right, all right. The good news is Zabit can grapple, so that's okay. We can do this. Here we go. All right. He really wants to do this. All right. Let's see if we can sweep this man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. I see how you... I see the grappling style now. I got you. I got you, buddy. No. There we go. Mm-hmm. No fakes, just go for it. He's expecting the fakes, so I'm just gonna bypass it and just go for it. No. There we go. Welcome. My turn, buddy. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Takes me down because he wants to grapple, gets reversed, ends up in bad position, quits out of match. Classic EA Sports UFC 5 player. Classic. I tell you this all the time. These guys, they're not quitting because you're cheesing them. They're quitting because they're losing. That's the main reason why a lot of these guys quit out of matches. They're quitting because they've been put in a bad position and they just don't want to deal with it. Fascinating behavior. Fascinating behavior. Let's try to get one more with Zabit. All right, here we go. Here we go. So yeah, you guys give me your thoughts in the comment section about what you think about Zabit Magomedsharipov. Like, how far do you think this man would have actually gone in mixed martial arts if he would have kept fighting? I think he has the skills. He had the skills to become champion. Absolutely. He had the attributes as well. He was a tall guy. I feel like the only thing that maybe was lacking in terms of his overall skill set, I don't really want to call it skill set. It's more of like a attribute. Is when it comes to cardio, right? Like, we've kind of seen him show signs of potential fatigue or signs of, like, man, if he faces somebody, let's say he faces someone like Alexander Volkanovski, who doesn't just lay down for him, or someone who actually has the skills to contend with him with some of the things that he does, what is he going to look like in the 4th and 5th rounds? You know what I mean? Like, especially because of his style. He has a very quick switch style of fighting. Everything with him was like explosive movements. including his grappling. You know, it's very impressive in short bursts, but over the long term, over a long fight, you know, stuff like that kind of style definitely is very taxing on the human body, and very few people can keep up with that. I feel like Merab is like one of the few guys out there that's also quick switch, while also being very, very well conditioned. It's so rare to see that. But then again, even Merab is not as quick switch as someone like Zabit. You know what I mean? Zabit is a completely different level of quick switch. Oh! Who's this? Oh my goodness. There we go. Good kick. To the body. So yeah, the character model here is absolutely beautiful. It's just nice. I've asked you guys this question before. Why do you guys think the character models... Please don't quit. You're starting to act like you're about to quit, buddy. No. You guys tell me in the comment section, why do you think that? Some of you guys got close to guessing it, but no one's been able to guess it yet. Why are the character models they're releasing right now significantly better than the character models the game shipped with? Why is that? And the biggest difference you guys are going to see with some of these character models is in regards to the hair. I don't know all the technical details of it. I really don't. But I know there is such a thing called strand-based hair. It's pretty much where each strand of hair is rendered. Each strand of hair adheres to the laws of physics. And as you're noticing, like if you look at Zabit's hair right now, including the hair on his head and his face, and you compare it to the character model that he released with, you can tell, see the way his hair is moving right here. Every little movement, the gravity is affecting it. You know, the volume of it. It's hard to explain, but it's hard to explain. But it's being rendered at a significantly higher level. A lot of times when you see video games, the hairs are essentially just textures. Like if you could find a way to zoom in, like just really zoom in, you'll realize that the hairs that you're looking at are essentially just textures baked into the character model, as opposed to a separate thing, a separate entity. Are you there? There we go. Also, kind of getting sick. That's what happens when you have kids, boy. When you have kids, man, you're just always gonna be sick. You know, kids, man, they will touch everything and put it in their mouth, and they go out, they interact with other kids, and they always bring back colds and flus and all this kind of stuff. And oh, I'm not gonna isolate myself from my own children, so sickness is going to be a normal thing. Then again, it's always been a normal thing in my life. Oh, hold on. Woo! Oh, hope you guys are enjoying the showcase I'm putting on right now with Zabit. No. Woo! Whole lot of Kazushi. Whole lot of off balancing. Boom. Boom. I want to spin on him. Gotta find the right angle. Oh, hold on. Hey. No. Elbow. No. Woo. Kazushi. Oh. This ain't good. There we go. One more. Kazushi. Actually, another one. Body. Uh-huh. Man, we're flowing right now, boys. We're flowing right now. Hey, Zabit feels awesome, boys. Hey. Oh, that boy feels good. Yeah, baby. Love it. Love it. Okay, all right. So there we go. So we're done with Zabit Magomedsharipov. We are going to keep things pushing. So like I said, I'm doing every single fighter that got released in this particular video. I'll just do all of them in one video. I am very excited though about Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, which is who we're going to be taking a look at right now. Really excited for Stephen because I was not expecting him. I really was. You guys picked Zabit and you guys picked Petr Yan. I did not think we were going to get Wonderboy. Wonderboy was a really nice surprise. And I've been asking for a Wonderboy alter ego for a very long time. So the fact that I actually got one, and he is cracked, man. He feels amazing. So really happy they included him. So let's do it.
Ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it. Here we go.
Thank you. Yeah, so Wonderboy, this was Stephen Thompson. Oh, what was the event? It was like UFC 207? 205? I think it was UFC 205. It was something. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. It was one of the UFC. It was either 207 or 205. But he fought Tyron Woodley. I believe this was 2016. Don't worry, I'll make sure to include it in the video, just so you guys know exactly what the event is. I'll also include the date of the event, just so you guys know where these alter egos come from. But it was his fight against Tyron Woodley. It was a draw. That fight was a draw. I'm almost certain it was. And yeah, this version of Stephen Thompson, bro, he was the very first one that I went to as soon as the update dropped. And man, as I'm using him, I was loving everything about this man. The character model is significantly better. The speed is insane. The accuracy is out this freaking world. The power on the kicks, the speed of the kicks. You know? He is just absolutely lethal. EA absolutely cooked. They cooked. It's kind of a pity that UFC 5 had the release that it did. You know, because they really are cooking right now. But unfortunately, kind of the way things goes a lot of times, bro, is like the first impressions, right? It's everything, man. I know. Trust me. I know that much. I know. I'm not naive to that fact. I get it. I completely get it. There we go. Sit him down again. This guy's gonna quit. This guy's gonna quit. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. What the hell is this? Okay. Yeah. This is just what they do, man. I'll say this and I'll say this again. This narrative that a lot of players are quitting out of matches because they're being cheesed, because you're doing something that you should not be doing. That's not the case. Yeah, there's some players that definitely quit out because of that. But a vast majority of players that you're going to run into in this game, they're quitting out because of this. You knock them down, you hurt them, and they don't want to play anymore. Another one.
You ready to fight?
Yup. Now, my opponent specifically went with this Leon Edwards, right? Specifically went with this guy. He could have gone with the better version, but he specifically went with this one, which kind of tells me, gives me some information. Anytime a fighter immediately, like anytime a player doesn't even hesitate with going for one specific fighter, right away I can tell they have experience with that fighter. They're used to that fighter. You know, they're most likely decent at the game. Most likely. Because honestly, I rarely get on ranked or quick match or whatever and not know who I want to use. Like, I rarely get on and, like, you know, sit there going, who do I want to use? It rarely. If I get on this game, I have an objective. I want to use a specific fighter. I want to get a specific kind of fight. You know. So, I can't remember the last time I played this game just specifically to just play it. Head kick. Right now, I've been doing more like just looking at every aspect of it. And bro, I'm noticing some funny stuff with this game. I'm noticing a lot of things that, you know, EA probably never thought we would notice. And I want to make videos on it, but, you know, it's like... The way things goes a lot of times is you kind of just have to hope that your audience will kind of give you a chance. You know what I mean? It's like if you're trying to do something a little bit different, you kind of hope that they will at least give you a chance. But not you guys, though. Not you guys. You guys are awesome. Not you guys. I'm talking about the other audiences. Not you guys specifically. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. You guys accept change. You embrace it. You don't rebel against it. You don't complain. You're the best audience in the world. Yeah, you're the absolute best. Best the world has ever seen. We'll go here. Oh. Back up. No. This guy's throwing a combination that makes no sense, but it's actually working for him. This straight jab, straight combo that he's doing, it just makes no sense. And like I keep waiting for him to stop doing that, but like see that? He's continuing to do it. It's a combination that just like, generally speaking, doesn't make much sense. Okay. All right. So yeah, very, very, very happy with EA with these additions to the game. We you know what's kind of funny is if they would have done some of this stuff in UFC 4, the amount of praise they would have been just astronomical. But again, right now this game is dealing with the horn effect, and I've talked about this in a dedicated video. I think it's called EA Sports UFC 6 and the horn effect. That's what I called that video. Essentially, I was trying to explain that, you know, when you get to a point where one bad thing about you can overshadow a myriad of positive. Oh, he has that. Okay. Can overshadow a myriads of positives. And that's kind of what UFC 5 is dealing with right now. Right now, UFC 5 just does not get much leeway with anything. It's like EA adds cool shit and people are just like, yeah, whatever. The game's launch sucked, so we don't care what you do at this point. And, you know, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, but I personally, I am done. Not talking about how much I appreciate this game, because I fucking do. And this is why I keep saying UFC 6 cannot have the same issue, man. It can't have a similar launch where, like, the game has to be different enough. It just has to. And not like, if they think it's different enough, they gotta ramp it up even more. Because again, horn effect, a few... Even if objectively it is different, it's still not going to be enough. It has to be significantly, monumentally different for players to actually, you know. And it's also, I feel like in a lot of ways, you know, it's like UFC is also one of these kind of like a straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. People have been unhappy with EA for a very, very long time, and it just keeps adding on to it. Which I don't understand. It's one thing that I will never understand, bro. Like, if I'm corporate at EA and I'm seeing the love a company like, you know, Rockstar is getting, or a company like I don't know. Naughty Dog is getting shit right now as well. Bro, very few companies, very few game companies are making people happy right now, bro. But I'm hoping that Rockstar with GTA 6 will change that and make people really see the value in giving your consumers exactly what they want, and also going above and beyond. But yeah, that's what I would do, bro. Like, if I'm corporate at EA, shit, I'd delay UFC 6. I'd delay it. I'd delay it 3 more years. But then when you guys get it, oh my goodness, got him. Like, when you guys get it, got him. I do it in a way that, like, every single complaint ever gets addressed. And then I blow your mind with things you didn't even know you wanted. A bunch of new things. So I will address all the complaints. All of it. I'm talking complaints all the way from EA MMA. All the way. Like, it would be a mission of mine that no player would be able to go in and go, oh, we asked them to fix this in the other game and it wasn't. And this is 6 and it has... Nah, like, my pride, my just, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me put out another product that anybody can say, oh, this thing from this other one that hasn't been fixed. No, and then I would just, you would pay $60 for the game, and you'd be playing it thinking to yourself, yo, I would have paid $100 for this. That's what I would have done. But, you know, I'm not corporate. They're smarter than me, so that's how they want to run their business, whatever. All right, let's move on. Bro, I just realized that I barely talked about Stephen Thompson in that last one. That is so... I'm sorry, guys. I got carried away. Got carried away a little bit. Let's see if we can fix that, all right? So, we're using Dos Anjos. Rafael Dos Anjos. Now, let me tell you guys. This was UFC 185. I think 2015. It was his fight against Anthony Pettis. This was when RDA won the belt. You guys got to go back and watch that fight if you haven't. You got to go back and watch that fight. I forget who I watched that fight with. It was either MMA Game or it was another game changer. But we were watching that fight saying to each other, this guy's on steroids. We were watching the fight saying to each other, nigga, this dude is on steroids. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This dude is on steroids. This dude, he's on EPO. He's on something. Because, guys, the level of fighting RDA put on was insane. The pace was mental. It was mental. And he did not get tired, ever. Just completely butchered Anthony Pettis, man. Outclassed him everywhere. Everywhere. Outstruck him, which no one thought was possible at the time. You know, Pettis was considered to be one of the absolute, if not the best striker in MMA at the time. Dude was butchering everybody with, you know, his taekwondo. And RDA went out there, kicked the shit out of him, punched the shit out of him, took him down, beat him up on the ground. Oh, this dude is getting aggressive. Hold on. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh! Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. So, notice what my opponent is doing right now. He's stonewalling me, okay? The stone wall, they back up, back up, back up. When you enter a certain range, they meet you with something. So a lot of times to deal with that, you got to break the rhythm. So you see me like backing up right now, moving away. There we go. We're going to break this rhythm very well right now. There we go. That's the way. Get my ebook when it drops. I'll tell you guys this. I might not be the best player in this game, but nobody. There's not a single content creator, not a single player, not a single soul in this community does a better job of teaching and explaining concepts, taking subconscious things and bringing it to a conscious level and explaining how it works. I will toot my own horn when it comes to that. I have not come across a single other person that can do it to the extent that I can. Maybe Romero. Maybe Romero, but even him, no. To the body. But then again, I'm so similar to him. Like we're so similar. The way our brains work, the way we speak. I'm very similar to that man, which is why we're very close friends. To the body. Here we go. There we go. This man's gonna get head kicked. Oh! Oh. Oh my God, he says respect. Hey, respect to you as well, man. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. This is, let me tell you, man, I get very giddy, you know, in situations where like I'm able to pull off shit like that. It makes me very happy. There we go. I actually want to do one more with Dos Anjos. That was actually a good fight if I wanted to end it on here with Dos Anjos, but I want to do another one. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's do that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these showcases. Hopefully. What the hell are these? All right, boys. Let's do one more. One more with Dos Anjos, and then we move on to Yan.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Oh. 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 We got ourselves a... Oh, I know. I know what you are. I know what you are. I know what you are. Oh, yeah, you're dumb. You're dumb. No offense, brother. No offense, brother, but the style you're trying to mimic, you don't understand it. And you are... You're about to get fucking dropped. Leaning to the right over and over again. Yeah, okay. This guy's gonna get head kicked as well. This motherfucker's gonna get head kicked. He's gonna get head kicked leaning to the right. Oh my God. No. Hey, I don't blame you for trying, buddy. I know how it is. I know what you are. Don't go up. Don't go up. Do not go up. I will do it. I will do it. I told you. In the arms of an angel. No. Flaw your way. Hey, he gonna be one more, man. He's not gonna be able to stop this. He's just not gonna be able to stop this. Yeah. He's not gonna be able to. I don't have any stamina. Let's see if we can do him in. If we can do him in. Nope. Oh, give me that neck. Give me that neck. Hey. GG's, buddy. Look, I know the style that you're trying to mimic, man. I know the style you're trying to mimic. You're trying to do the bobblehead thing that Nas UFC has made very popular. By the way, that style, I've heard a lot of people trying to say that style is unrealistic. Wrong. That's just people that don't know what they're talking about. It is not unrealistic to be able to move your head quickly after you throw a strike. The only problem with that style, I've said this multiple times, no matter what anyone tells you, the only problem with that style is the fact that there is no ability to crash into your opponent. There's an invisible wall preventing you from being able to crash into your opponent. That is the only problem with that style. All these people trying to say you remove the ability to move your head quickly after you throw a strike. Stupid. Stupid. Do not. Stupid. That is completely realistic. You can do that. It is naturally realistic. The only issue is the fact that I can't crash into you while you're doing that. I've explained that many times, man. Let's move on.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Woo! One of the best boxers in the UFC, Petr Yan. I believe this was what was the event? I should have probably looked at all this stuff clearly before doing the showcase. But like I said, I promised to include it in the video just so you guys exactly know. But I believe this was the alter ego for when he fought Corey Sandhagen. I'm almost certain. That fight he won by decision. It was a 5-round fight, and he showed us levels, man. Yan's boxing is very, very good. Very good. Tricky takedowns, good kicks. Just a very good fighter, man. Very good fighter. Unfortunately for him, though, and everybody else in that weight class, the champion in that weight class. Oh! Oh, he's block countering. Oh, shit. That was close. He's trying to block counter me, boys. That's why he's switching stance. I got you. I got you. Yeah. I got you. Okay. I'll sneak him in. No. There we go. Oh, he's really trying. Oh, I let him get me back. What the fuck? Stop. There we go. Alani. Oh. A block counter war, baby. Yeah. Hey, listen. There are some players in this game that are better at the block counter than I am. You ain't one of them, bro. Yo, I get excited about stuff like this. I'll get you with it, though. I'll get you with it. I will get you with it.
Okay. Listen, look at me. Give me some water. Listen.
Yeah, so in the... I was talking about this bobblehead style. Oh, my goodness, man. One thing that annoys me, like, really, really, really hard is when, like, people identify the wrong issues. You know, identify the wrong issues for why something's going on. And you know, it gets very confusing for some of these developers, but because then it's like head kick, you know, it's like they try to fix the issue by not fixing the actual problem. You know, like my biggest fear now is that to address this bobblehead stuff, like EA is just gonna make it so there's this delay preventing you from moving your head after you throw a punch, which is one of the absolute best things about this game, is the fact that that delay does not exist. Head movement flows perfectly into punches. You can flow punches out of head movement. You can combine all manner of head movement with all manner of combinations. It's one of the absolute greatest assets in this game, and I do not want that changed because people are identifying the wrong issue. Talking about, oh, got him. You know, he's gonna quit. That's okay. I completely understand. But yeah, you know, I don't want this to get pulled back. If I throw a punch, I can slip even before my hand comes back. Even if I land on you, I can move my head in all directions before my hand comes back here. The issue is, in real life, if someone is in front of me doing this, I can just, boom, crash right into them, stifle their attack, and prevent them from standing right in front of me at perfect boxing range doing that. That's the issue. That's the problem. The problem is that they can stand directly in front of you in perfect boxing range. You can't, boom, crash your body into them and stifle their attack. And so they can kind of stay in front of you and slip to the body, slip to the head. That's the issue. The moment the invisible wall is removed from UFC 5, this will not be a fucking problem at all. Not even close. I just crash into you. Then what? You know what I mean? So that's the only issue with this. So please, for the love of God, I mean, as long as I have some say, it's just no. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I kind of went all over the place. I didn't completely focus on the fighters, but I do that during fighter showcases. Hope you guys don't mind. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it. It always helps out the channel. Give me your thoughts on these alter egos, and I'll see you guys later. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one.